Thank you for joining. I know it's been a while since I've been live, but yes, this is Sunday's live. We're going to be going in with the Ucanbe Exotic Flavors palette. So cleansing has been done. I'm going to go in with my skincare. Different set of lighting today, but I think it's a little bit better. Just going to pop on my SPF. So we're going in with the Exotic Flavors palette today, which is a really big eyeshadow palette. If you've seen my videos before, I'll just take it out here quickly. You'll see it is quite big, but it's really nice palette, especially for Halloween or any Christmas or celebrations. So I'm just going to pop on my moisturizer. Hi Kaya, how are you? How have you been? How was your party? How was the Halloween party? How have you been? Just popping on the moisturizer. And we're going to go from there. But yeah, the palette I'm working with today is really big eyeshadow palette. Hi Ebony, how are you? If you haven't seen it already, it's available on Amazon, but it's really gorgeous. I'll show you the colors in a while when we've done the kind of face and stuff like that. Hope everyone's been good. I'm just popping on my SPF moisturizer before we do our foundation. I'm actually going in, guys, and this is really accessible to everybody. This is the She Glam foundation sticks. They're amazing. Honestly, I've got 3 only because I was trying to test my color and I didn't get the shade I wanted. They're very reasonably priced though. They're really good packaging as well on She Glam. That's what they look like. It's barely been used really, but I thought why not show it tonight? And the packaging is very like Charlotte Tilbury's packaging. If you look at there, they're quite big as well, so they're nice. Ooh, the day we had a handball camp. Do you mean today you had handball? Wow. How did the dress-up party go for Halloween, Kaya? I know you were dressed up as a cowgirl, weren't you? Or a pink cowgirl, pink outfit. I'm glad it went good because Halloween parties are always fun, aren't they? Okay, so another one that something, guys, I haven't used in so long was the blush from Primark I got a couple of months ago. It's the is it Sangria? Yeah, it's their pigmented blushes in Sangria. I'll show you. Let's have a look there. Look at that, guys. How gorgeous is that? So before I went on to my NYX kind of orangey phase of all those blushes. Thank you for the love hearts. Look at that, guys. It has the PS logo, so the Primark logo. Gorgeous. Oh my god. But yes, I did want to kind of give a shout out to these She Glam sticks. I think they are for sure Charlotte Tilbury dupes. Ebony, you were Wednesday. Oh, that's my favorite. Oh, I've always said if I went to another one, I would a Halloween party. I'd love to be Wednesday Adams. And Kaya, you won. Wow, that's amazing. So, before I pop that on, and it is just like a twist up, guys. You can get so many colors in it too. This is in, if you're asking, this is in warm vanilla. But they come in a huge. What you could do as well, guys, is get a deeper color and then just use it as a contour as well. So I can't remember, but I don't think it was any more than like £6. I'm sorry if I look tired, guys. It's been one of those weeks and I haven't been very well. But for the primer, we're going to go in with the Rimmel, and this is the Fix and Perfect, and it's their 5-in-1 primer. It mattifies too, so it's not going to be too shiny. Bye, Ebony. Take care. Hi, Tassos. How are you? Kaya 1512. That's really good. Hi, Rachel. Thank you. Mavi Long gets hi. It's great to hear that you're here, Tassos. How's work been for you? So this is like a creamy moisturizer, guys. But it is a primer. It's the Rimmel Fix and Perfect, and it smooths, resurfaces, brightens, mattifies, and protects. But I do have my SPF underneath that too. So we're just gonna, and as you can see, guys, it does look like a moisturizer. But I was excited to show you that foundation stick that I had. Apologies for my hair. I want to go really deep brown in my hair, guys, and I got this color. It's Olea, but I'm not quite sure if I should. Look how brown that is, guys. It's definitely Morticia Adams brown, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I don't know, so we'll see. Um, okay, so this is what it is, guys. It's the She Glam stick. Um, this is what it is, and it's so easy to pop on. I mean, the first foundation sticks I ever got, guys, was the Max Factor. If you remember those Max Factor pan sticks. Actually, I think I still have a few in my collection. Now, I know you're thinking this is quite bright, but actually when it goes on, guys, it really tones down to my skin tone. This is warm vanilla. So let me catch up with the comments while I'm blending this in. And just look at the packaging, guys. Like, the packaging is so nice as well. So, and it's quite sturdy as well. So it's definitely travel friendly. Right, let's get this all buffed in so I don't look crazy. Okay. This is just my Laura Geller foundation brush. Okay. Oh, this is from Rachel. Where is your top from? Sorry if you've already mentioned it. I got this on Shein a couple of years ago, actually. Tassos Kaya, that's great. When I was at your age, I was always alone in my room and didn't play sports. Samarth Sharma, is it pink? Is what pink? Sorry, I'm going up trying to from the comments. Tassos, tomorrow is my last day. Even the chef was sacked. Terrible place, and I'm glad I'm leaving. Oh, what happened? Tassos, I didn't realize you'd handed your notice in to your job. I didn't realize that, Tassos. I knew you were thinking about leaving from what we said before. Oh, wow. So do you know where you're going, Tassos? Why was the chef sacked? He was like your manager, wasn't he? Your boss. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Let me have a look. So do you see what I mean, guys? It definitely blends into my skin tone. I hope you're feeling upbeat tonight. I'm a little more energy, but yeah, not amazing, but that's fine. We just have to get on with these things. When I don't feel well at all, I sometimes pop up a note on my post to say I can't come on, but I wanted to come on tonight. So guys, if you were to say, what is this? Is it light to medium? I would say it's medium to full, but it depends on how much you actually use. I probably will have to use a bit more, just because I am suffering with redness, because it is that kind of time of year where autumn, fall, my skin gets really dark. It's not really dark, really dry. And I do think you do have to just keep that in mind when you are using like a foundation, that it's going to work for you basically. But I would really highly recommend them, guys. So let's just do that. But Kaya, that's amazing that you won at handball. That's absolutely amazing. Congratulations. Okay. Now I'll go in with some concealer and I'll just catch up with the comments, and then I'm going to drink some water because I need to. Cody, hi Cody. Paul Freeman, evening. I've hit the like button. Thank you, Paul. Tassos, yes, but above him was a bigger chef who got angry at him and showed him the door. Oh my goodness. Because you got along quite well with him, didn't you? Is he Irish, like me? Did you say he was Irish? Paul Freeman, vitamin C tablets are good in water and give you a lift. I do take the vitamin C tablets, but I should get what my friend takes. She gets the vitamin C tablet that dissolves in water, and it's like you drink it instead. So I should probably do something like that, because I think it hits your system quicker. Kaya, will you celebrate your victory with some lemonade? Kaya, I have a lot of candy because of Halloween. Yeah, for sure. Cody, I don't wear makeup. That's absolutely fine. Rachel, the foundation is lovely. I've never used the brand before. It's from Shein, Rachel. So Shein is the website that I got this from. So they do everything. They do clothing, houseware, but their makeup section is called She Glam, and they do eyeshadow, foundation, eyeliners, everything you can think of. But they're really good price. And this is quite big, guys. You get a lot out of it. I think a foundation stick when you're traveling as well, or even if you're just on the go and you want to bring it in your purse during the day, you can just keep it in there. It's quite good. What I meant, all good. Oh, that's what you meant. The okay. Tony said hi. Cody, I do cosmetically change my Google Pixel Watch. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So I did a repurchase, guys. If you saw my videos during the week, I got rid of the Rimmel concealer, and I repurchased um, the, and I was so planned today. I made sure everything was here, and I'm looking for my e.l.f. concealer. I'm just going to put my water here. Basically what I'm looking for, guys, is my e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer that I repurchased. And I've put somewhere safe. If anybody knows my lives, they'll know that I put something somewhere safe a lot. And it tends to go missing. But I'll catch up with the comments now. What I'm going to do is go in with the Makeup by Mario. First of all, but Rachel, definitely check out Shein, and then Sheglam. On Shein, Sheglam is their makeup section. Okay, so basically there's an e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer that I bought that I bet you the minute we go offline, I'll find. Okay, well, we're just going to go ahead. Hi, Tony. Kaya, sorry, I will be back in 2. That's fine. Tell us, how was your week? It was okay. I haven't been feeling very well, so I haven't been on very much, so I apologize about that. But other than that, I've just been working. Rach, what shade? I have similar coloring. Have you recently made a skincare video? I did a video about the different foundations recently. Do you mean what shade is the She Glam? This is in Warm Vanilla, basically. Yeah, but they do a huge array of different ones. Cody, I get my Google Pixel Watch bands and cases from Amazon. Okay. Mackenzie Dolman said hi. Okay. Well, I'm just going to quickly check where that. So this is the eyeshadow palette we're going to be using today. This is what it looks like on the outside. It's Ucanbe. They do a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but this is the exotic Flavours. This is what it looks like. Really, really pretty. I'm going to be super careful how I open this, guys, because it comes in like double, so it's like that. So you get that kind of with it. And then if I just show you, some of these have been already used, so you'll see what I mean. But that is what you get, basically. So that's what you're working with for that, basically. But yes, Warm Vanilla was that shade for She Glam. Found it. So the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer is what I was using. I did use the Rimmel Correct and Conceal, which I think is a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape, but I found it really, really drying. So this is the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer. They do a black one, which is just for just for normal skin, but my skin is definitely more on the dry side. So I'm going to pop this on. I find this concealer is the only one that really is starting to work for me and doesn't cake throughout the day. It can withstand, at least for, well, I would say 6 hours. And I'm just popping it in places that I would need it. But this is a repurchase recently. I did declutter the Rimmel one. Even though it's good, it's just not working for me, basically. So what I'm going to do is warm up the skin first before I go in with my foundation brush, just because I'm very, very particular about under the eyes where I pop it. But so who else had any Halloween parties? I didn't, but I know there's a few of you that were going to Halloween parties. So now I'm just going to go and get my foundation brush and kind of just buff that in. But it's much more hydrating for the skin. The e.l.f. or whatever they've put in their ingredients, guys, e.l.f. have come a long way. They were always very good anyway, but they've really, even in their skincare, everything. When I lived in Banbury, that Superdrug was huge, but where I am now, it's like a quarter of the size. The Superdrug that I have now, and that's where I would have gotten my e.l.f. products from. Okay. So this brush is just the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Foundation brush. Okay. But definitely, guys, if you're new here, please do take a look at the channel. My name is Kira. If you're very new, my name is Kira. Outside of YouTube, I am a support worker for people with autism and Down syndrome. And here I do makeup reviews and tutorials. And there is a November subscribers giveaway going on right now. So check the video out in my video section. It's the Revolution 24 Days of Christmas calendar. So it's Makeup Revolutions. It's vegan as well. So if you know, any animal testing, nothing like that is on it. So basically, it's the 24 days of Christmas. It's quite big, so it's not going to be a traditional calendar. Definitely take a look at the video. I go through it all and how you can actually enter the competition. And then it will be announced on the 24th of November, and then it will be sent to the winner. And it's international as well. It's open internationally to subscribers. So definitely take a look at that. Okay, so I've just kind of blended all of that in. We're going to now go in with the Makeup by Mario. I'm just going to check that the comments are on okay, because I know a couple of people I looked at during the week when I was on their lives were having, issues with their comments. Okay. Hi, George. Hi, Frankie. So this is Makeup by Mario, a soft sculpt transforming skin enhancer. But Tassos, if you're still here, let me know. Where are you going if you're leaving? Where are you going? Just want to make sure you're okay. So basically, if you're wondering what I'm doing, guys, I use this as a pre-bronzer. But what a lot of people do is they get a shade a lot darker than their own shade, and they use it as a contour. But as it says on the back, skin enhancer. So that's what I'm using it for. I'm just going to blend it in, and it's going to be like a little bit like a pre-bronzer. So that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to blend that in. It doesn't make a massive difference, but you can see it certainly just brightens up the skin a little bit as well. So that's what we're doing. It doesn't take long. But yes, if you're new here, my name is Kira. I do makeup tutorials on YouTube, but outside of YouTube, I'm a support worker for young adults with autism and Down syndrome. Okay, so I think we don't want to go too dewy, so I am going to start to set everything. But let me know if you're still here, Tassos. This is the Collections Mattifying Powder, but it has an SPF 20, so that's quite good. And it's got vitamin E as well. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, it looks so bright, but actually, and I know when I swatch it, it's white, but when it goes on, it's actually translucent, which means that it's not going to take away any colour. Hi, Kaya. Glad you're back. So we're just going to use a fluffy brush and just set all of that. Hello, Garv. Okay, what I'm going to do is just rub it in, and I know it looks white, but actually I just set the skin with it. Usually focus in the T-zone where this makeup can come off your skin. That's okay, Kaya. That's okay. That's all right. I understand. Tassos, I'm going to stay in the hotel for a couple of days as it's prepaid by the company. Then I'll go to see my father in Athens for a bit, and then we'll see. I have saved some money. Oh, Tassos, it sounds like a huge change. How are you feeling about it all? Kaya, I'm home tomorrow, so I'm actually, but if you're still here, I'm going live at 7 because I'm not in work, so I'll be live at 7 o'clock UK time tomorrow. Okay, so all we've done, guys, is just set everything, particularly in the T-zone for me, because that's where I start to lose makeup first. New beginnings, Tassos. New beginnings and hopeful, absolutely. You know, fresh start is what I call it. I think it's going to be a fresh start for you, you know. And it's something you've been thinking about. You know, you've been wondering what your next kind of chapter is, like when we've been talking. So feeling hopeful is really good. I'm really glad. So this is the Revolution Bronzing Drops in Scorched Light to Medium. Yeah, feeling hopeful is good. Hi, 11 Elevity. Thank you for joining. This is just the Revolution bronzing drops in bright light, scorched to medium. Um, but yeah, I remember leaving Ireland on a plane, literally with a bag, knowing that it wasn't, my life wasn't there. But it's still scary. But you know, even though I haven't found my purpose yet, Tassos, the traveling itself, as you know, you're not even you are very similar. You're not where you are from either. You're in a different place. And the traveling itself kind of opens your mind and your spirit, I think, to different things. Um, but it's a shame about the chef too. So what did the other person just lose their temper, or is that how it all happened? So this is just the Revolution bronzing drops. I'm literally just doing them gently, bringing them down. You have to sleep because of school. Okay, I'll tea. I understand. Okay, so that's it, guys, and it's really easy to manage as well. So that's the Revolution Bright Light bronzing drops. They've hyaluronic acid, grapeseed oil, and squalene. Sorry if I'm saying a bit off. I myself have not had a great week, so I'm trying to just get through the week like everybody else. But I'm going to stay positive. This is the Kiko Milano, and I'm just going to kind of set that bronzer that we did with the Kiko Milano Flawless Fusion Bronzer. And this is what it looks like here. Now you can see I'm doing quite well with that. I'm going to use my Real Techniques contour brush, and we're just going to take that around. And what I like about this bronzer is that it's buildable, so it's not extremely dark the minute you put it on. It's soft as well, so it's not going to just stick in one place. So it's really kind of a nice kind of autumn bronze look. Um, but this is a new chapter for you, Tassos. You know, new chapters. Okay, and then all I do with that is I've literally, if you've noticed, all I've done is put it everywhere that the bronzer was, the liquid was. I haven't put it anywhere else. So now we're just going to get a fluffier brush just so that it's not, if you want to then just take any harshness away, you can, and just buff it out a little bit. And that's kind of what you get. Okay. Oh, I feel for you, Tassos. I really do. Especially if you've been the one that's seen your boss, you know, get, you know, well, not your boss, the chef get fired and things like that. It's a strange, difficult situation. I was saying to myself, I was saying to my friend Sophie Tassos the other day, there's only so much, I think there's only so much time somebody can become a carer and stay being a carer because it's so draining, you know. And I for sure will say that even though I am a carer and I appreciate being in these people's lives, it's amazing, I certainly can say that it's not something I'll do forever, because you just can't, you just physically end up giving your whole self to them, that you come home and you're actually emotionally drained. So sometimes you do have to move on and just kind of, you know, make sure that you're okay. So I'm glad that you're going to your dad. That's really good. That's really, really good. So this is the High Pigment blush. This is from Primark, and this is in Sangria. So I'm just going to pop this on really carefully, guys, because it is extremely strong. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to go really, really light with that. If you're wondering why I haven't done brows, there is an eye lure video where I have tinted them. So it's going really well, actually. It's supposed to last for 6 weeks. We're 3 weeks in, and I think it's still doing really, really well, actually. So the eye lure tinted brow video is in my video section, so take a look at that if you want to know how to do this. So I'm just going to look for a specific blush brush because I don't want to go too heavy with this because it's very, very strong. So but it's a huge change, and I'm only saying that, Tassos, because I've been there myself. It's a big change. So but at least, as you say, the hotel has, you know, prepaid for your stay, so that's at least something off your mind as well, which is good. Um, okay, I'm just going to then buff that back a little bit. I'm not going in, as you can see, guys, I've gone in really, really lightly, and that's what you get. That's the kind of that's the uh that's the effect you get, guys, when I've put the tiniest bit on my brush. So when I say this is strong, you know it's super strong. So just be aware. Now you could go darker if you want to, or heavier, but for me, I think that's as much as I would do. Um, but yeah, absolutely, really good value for money. Um, Chomu Chapri, do you know how to drive? Yes, I do. Tassos, and the staff is slowly moving into apartments, and my roommate already left. Now I'm alone. I feel like heaven. Yes, you must, because they were using your things, weren't they? So you have a little bit of a just Tassos time. Yeah, no, that's great that you have the kind of room to yourself. Yeah, absolutely, it must feel like heaven. For sure. Um, totally get that. Enjoy that, Tassos. Enjoy that. Um, Zoe, okay, Zoe, if you don't want to be here, just don't be here. It's not the big deal. So just cool it, really. Ishya1544, hi. Okay. Right. What we're going to do now is look for my, yes, this is it, guys. This is the Profusion pigment base. Now you can get this in concealer color, or you can get it in white. I get it in white, particularly if I'm doing like a very, very heavy color, or heavy set color, like the exotic flavors palette. We do want to make sure that we have a really good primer on. But Tassos, you must be enjoying having that time to yourself. So this is it. It's like a white consistency, and you just pop it on either with a brush or your fingers. Hi, Dimitri. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and you can warm it up on the skin. You don't need a lot, but it keeps on eyeshadow for at least, I would say, 8 to 9 hours. When I was freelancing years ago, I used to use it on brides and bridesmaids, and it would keep their eyeshadow on for hours. Another really good makeup brand for things like that is Graftobian. If you've probably heard of those if you're into makeup. Um, they're a really good eye. They do primers, concealers, everything really. So as you can see, even though it's quite white, it does calm down and cool down to your own skin tone, but it will keep on your eyeshadow. Okay. So that's it, guys. So that will cool down, and it will then just go into my own skin tone. I'm going to let that get sticky for a few minutes. I'm going to have some water. Put this back. People think that they affect me when they say these things like Zoe has, and honestly, it just goes right over my head because it says more about them than it does about me. So don't worry about that stuff, guys. If it gets too much, we can always get rid of her, but it really doesn't bother me. So it says more about them. It's probably just kids. Okay, let's get that eyeshadow palette going. Okay. So I was gonna go for like an orange look. I'm starting to really like those looks right now. But definitely take a look out on Amazon for this, guys. It's definitely available there. It's the Ucanbe Exotic Flavors. Exactly ish 1544. It is. It's full of, and I've gotten even worse comments than that, honestly. Um, but they probably go on every stream and say something, so absolutely, I agree. Just keep being yourself, and everything will be okay at the end of the day. It's your reaction that they're looking for, and it just shows their maturity or their immaturity, and they usually are just kids. So yeah, absolutely, I completely agree with you. Okay, so you can see, guys, it kind of goes into a color story each line. So you've got yellows, greens, reds, oranges, browns, blues. So it's kind of, and then you've got some kind of really bright colors all the way down here. We're going to go for like an orange look today. Um, Hi Barry 13809. Thank you for joining. And I'm going to go in with this color here. Now none of them are named. None of these are named at all. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to go in with this one here, right here. This is such a big palette, guys. I'm trying to make sure that nothing falls. Okay, so we're going to go in with this color with the e.l.f. fluffy brush. But you get people like that in life too. They just want a reaction. And a lot of people that do those things are just hurting themselves. They're just hurting themselves, really, guys. And they just want to project that because they're really unhappy in their own lives and they want to project that onto you. So we're just getting the online version sometimes when you're on a live stream. Okay, so I know it comes off really kind of heavy, but when you use a separate fluffy brush, it really warms it up and calms it down. That's what we're going to do. I'm just going to try and find that. Okay. I did Tassos. I did, yeah. So yeah, I did. See what I mean, guys? See how it kind of just really makes it a little bit more calmed and kind of like not natural, but it kind of warms up to the skin. Yeah, I did. I don't know if I should. I've been wondering on what to do about it in terms of what to if I should say it on live. I don't know. It's quite a big thing. But it does explain absolutely all my migraines and dizziness and stuff like that. Um, but it's such a big kind of serious thing. I don't know if I should say it on live. I don't know if that's a good idea. So I'm trying to think about ways that I can kind of express it or say, because I know a lot of my subscribers were there through the whole thing, and I don't want to not say it. But it's also quite um, a big kind of thing to hear. So I will be thinking about a way to say it because I don't want to not, but it's quite I think it came as a shock to me, but also made sense as to why these particular kind of symptoms were happening to me. So that I will think of a way to do that. Absolutely, you won't be in the dark at all for very long. So this one is going to be going into the inner corner, guys. It's more of a shimmer, but it's going to match the color. So yes, absolutely, Tassos. It's something I'm trying to kind of think of about how to approach either in a video or on a specific live. Particularly for people that have been through the whole thing with me. I guess on a live, I risk people seeing it that I don't want to hear, if you know what I mean. So okay, so I've just popped that in the inner corners, guys, and what I'm going to do is go in with this very matte deep brown here, and we're going to use that on the outer corners here, if you can see it. It's coming off really bright on the screen, but actually yeah, I was thinking that it's just at least then the subscribers, if they saw a video, could see it. So Tassos, it's definitely something I'm not keeping to myself in any way, but I don't know if a live, is. I've been trying to think because I only got it a few days ago. It wasn't even, a couple of weeks or anything. It's only been 3 or 4 days, but I certainly won't be kind of not saying it at all. But I like you say, I think maybe a video with that kind of content, will be there for subscribers. It's kind of I suppose it's a sensitive topic. Yeah, exactly, Tassos. It's over for sure. But I'm not going to leave anybody in the dark or anything. Like you said, Ishig 1544, video probably would be a good idea because then the subscribers can go in and really see what's been happening because you would have been there, through the whole thing. So I'm definitely not keeping it away in any way. I want to tell you guys, but I think, like you say, it's a very good idea to do a video maybe instead. I can just see some of that gone over a bit. So yeah, and the next steps and stuff, trying to figure that out as well. So yeah, so you know, it's just it's a shame really when something neurological happens because it just stops you in your tracks, doesn't it? It really does. It just stops you completely in your tracks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go in even deeper. This is more of a glitter. This is going to go into the inner corners as well. So it's going to go over that really bright orange in the inner corners. This is what it looks like. And we're just going to take that with our hand and just pop that over like that. So it just kind of does that deep gold shimmer look. So there you get a totally different kind of look when you put that shimmer on. What I'm going to do is use a placement brush. Yes, sorry, one second. Just my hands are crazy, so I have to use these. But I'm trying new lighting as well, guys, instead of having my actual room lights on, so you can let me know if it's better or not. I'm just going to wipe my hands, and then we're going to set the under eyes with the Revolution Pigment Pink Powder. But yeah, absolutely, Tassos, there will certainly be a video. But it does make sense as to the symptoms. But as to what to do after that, then is what I'm trying to work on at the minute. I don't think my job and the nature of my job, actually, I was saying this to people today, helps my energy levels. You're definitely, as a support worker, you have to be 110% there for them, which I understand. You're getting paid for that. That's your job at the end of the day. I totally understand that. But I think if you've got other health conditions or you've developed suddenly other health conditions, it doesn't help, does it, when you have to be there for them? Not that I'm complaining, that's your job, but when you have to do so much for somebody else, it can really affect your health. So I'm just looking for that Revolution. It was a Revolution pink powder, but I may have put it in declutter. I'll just double check. Yeah, I think I put it away. No, I see it. It's right at the back. In a second, guys. Sorry. But yes. You know, I try to like think of other people that might be in worse circumstances than me. I try to kind of look at the positive side. But yeah, it can be hard when you hear things that you don't expect. But as I said before, there will be a video. I certainly won't keep anybody in the dark about it. I found it, guys. I was just looking for the it's the Revolution under eye setting powder, basically. Okay, you can see me looking for things frantically. Okay. Okay, I found it, guys. Basically, I'll catch up with the comments now. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I'll definitely do a video on it. Ishik1544. You so LG pretty. Come. Okay, thank you, Rachel. Frontline workers don't get enough props. Yeah, I worked through the whole of COVID because I was they classed me as an essential worker. So when everybody was told to stay home, I was working. So it was a little bit crazy for sure. Yeah. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's just like a pink powder, and then you have this little kind of attach at the back where you can just pop your fingers, and then it just goes under the eye. It's really, really good placement for under the eye. And it just kind of wakes you up a little bit as well. Just freshens up the eye, basically. But But yeah, I think anything neurological, I'm sure we can talk about that, is going to affect your energy, isn't it? And your tiredness, you know, and what you do obviously for work affects that too. So I think I've got some powder there. I don't know what that is. Um, so yeah, I think it's just trying to take care of myself as well. Um, um, Please tell me you don't talk to the residents like babies. No, I don't think they'd appreciate that. Why would I do that? No, I don't. Just gonna pop on some Revolution lip oil. I've never heard anybody talk to them like babies. They just need a huge amount of one-on-one care. So, but I certainly don't talk to them like babies. Okay. Um, do I have a mirror to curl my lashes? Where's my lash curler? I'm gonna have some water while I remember where I put my lash curler, guys. Yeah, I wouldn't do that to them. No, it is patronizing. I feel like I'm going into their home at the end of the day. Yes, I'm going into work, but I'm stepping into their home. You know, even though I'm looking after them, it's still where they live. It's their home. It's their world. That's how I feel about it. You know, then you have to put yourself in 50 years' time in their position. You know, if you're in a care home, you know, you don't want to be experiencing things like that either. So you have to kind of take it all in a certain way, especially when you work with them every day. But I definitely don't treat them like babies. Um, okay. So I don't think where's this lash curler? Okay, I found it. No, I would never be patronizing to them. Okay, I'm just going to use the e.l.f. lash curler. I'm going to use a mirror just to kind of get a bit close up. Then we're going to go in with the Rimmel Scandalise, so that's quite good. Okay, but I am like focusing on possibly not continuing with the work I'm doing right now, and I'm looking at other things because as I say, I'm sure even for the normal everyday person it gets too much, but for me it's certainly heading to the point now in my life where yeah, it's definitely too much for me. Okay, I'm just going to use this mirror and then I'm going to curl my lashes with the e.l.f. eye curler and lash curler. It's got that little cushion effect too, so it's really good. So I'm just going to pop this on here. This is just a mirror I'm looking at. A lot of the people I go to and I look after, I actually go to like, you know, hospital appointments with them, or I stay, you know, I have to bring them to like hospitals and appointments that are quite, you know, scary for them. So if it is any way babying them, it's more being supportive. You know, there's a lot of things they're scared of when they see hospitals, and they don't have good memories of a hospital. And so when they have to stay there for a couple of hours or get some sort of procedure, that's my job, is to go with them and talk to the specialists and things like that and see what's going on. And so they can be very, very scared when that happens. So it's more about um, supporting them and working with them to try and calm them down, and at the same time take in what the consultant is saying. And yeah, it can be full on. But I do know what you mean. I've had people, you know, on the street, or if we say we're in a Costa or we're somewhere and they see us sat somewhere, they will baby them and come over and talk to them in a way that can be perceived as patronizing. If you were to think that way, I can totally understand that. And I've experienced that before, definitely. Okay, so this is the Rimmel Scandalise Wow Wings waterproof mascara. But tomorrow is my day off, thankfully, so I can come on at 7 o'clock tomorrow UK time. But it's been kind of, for me, when I come home, I find that I'm emotionally drained, literally emotionally drained. Um, and you don't take care of yourself as much because you just want to sleep, recuperate, and go back again to work so that you've got the energy to get through the day. I've started a huge amount of vitamins, Tassos, a lot of vitamins I'm on now. Um, like turmeric, omega 3, vitamin C, iron, vitamin K, vitamin D. It's just crazy. And my doctor said, "Oh, you'll feel the effects in 3 weeks." And I haven't really felt the effects yet. So I won't do that. I'll curl that eyelash first. But yeah, I'm trying to, or one of my friends was saying she drinks these sachets that are like water, but they're like double hydrating, double or triple hydrating. It's a powder sachet. I haven't tried them yet, but she says she uses them a lot and they help her during the day. It's like the equivalent of, I think, drinking 4 bottles of water, but I don't know how it works. I haven't actually looked into it, but it's like a little sachet and you get a set of 12 and they're called hydration sticks or something. I'd have to look into it more, but she says they really help her, and she's a nurse. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of look after myself as well. Do you know what you're going to be looking into when you live with your dad, Tassos? What you're going to be doing? I guess if you live with your dad, you might have some time just to chill and refocus on yourself. Yeah, I think it is a mineral. Yeah, it's minerals, but it's powdered down. And you drink it. I think the maximum you can have is 2 to 3 sachets a day. I don't think you can have any more than that. But I think you're right. Yeah. Um, it's minerals. Yeah. You should spend time taking care of yourself too. Yeah, it's funny, you don't think of yourself every day, your job is to think of other people. You can't help it, but you come home and you don't think of yourself still. It's really strange. I'm not very long in. I did teaching for a long time and special needs, so I'm not really special needs children, I mean. So I'm very, very new to it. I'm only in it about 4 years. I suppose I'm not super new to it now, but I was when I started. So I don't think I knew what was I was letting myself in for with support work. Um, but I know now. But guys, it doesn't mean that I'm not here. I'll always be on lives. Um, I'll always let you guys know in a post section what's happening, like I did during the week. But I do apologize, it hasn't been as frequent as usual, as it usually is, I mean. Seems like all your jobs seem to involve helping and putting them first. Well, it wasn't that, it was weird. I did Montessori teaching level 3. Um, that was my first college um degree. Then I did special needs because I found that when I was teaching, um, that I was coming across a lot of young boys in particular that had non-diagnosed autism. Sometimes it was very non-verbal, and I hadn't got a qualification in it, but I was kind of thrown in the middle of it all and thrown in the mix. And these were like 4 and 5 year old boys who had behavior that wasn't just being naughty or anything like that. They were actually struggling with their emotions, and so some of them were undiagnosed non-verbal autism, which means that they can't express themselves. And so I just wanted to kind of get a more of a qualification. But I've always loved working with children. I love children. That was kind of my background. My connection dropped. I hope I didn't miss anything. No, I was just chatting about, there's only you can only do support work for so long. But I was just asking what your plans were to do when you move back with your dad. Are you going to kind of just take some time for yourself before you have to get another job, which would be good if you could? Yeah, I think I'd asked that, but I'm not sure if you heard that. I'm just going to take some water. Let me know, guys, if this is a better lighting setup. Okay. I'll do one more application and then I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty under, and they're just the mascara under the eyes, the lashes. It's the only one that I really trust. Um, But sleeping, I'm not finding sleeping very good either. So it's it's all a bit of a, I'm not sleeping very well. Um okay. Okay. All right. Lighting seems all right and the makeup looks good. That's good. I had issues in my couple of lives that I've had it with lighting. Dejantikori, are you doing okay? Yes, I'm doing okay considering. And we'll see really. I have no idea. Yeah, well, just don't even think about it. If you can, just kind of take some time off. Just do it. And just how long, if you have that opportunity to just, stay with your dad and just not have to worry about where your next job is going to be, then just take that chance for sure. Take that. Okay, I think that's enough on the top lashes. I'm going to have a look where I put that Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara. Um, and we'll go from there. But yeah, it's just, seeing my mum at Christmas as well, which uh seems like forever since I saw my mum. So I'll be seeing her at Christmas. She's coming over from Ireland, which would be nice. Um, this is it. This is the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara. I got it on a deal on Cult Beauty. It's the miniature version because I wanted to make sure I liked it if I was going to get the full version. So this is just the miniature, but it's kept me a long time. It's still going. But does get quiet enough to relax and have a restful sleep, even an interrupted one. But does it get quiet enough? No, not in work, but at home, yeah, I try to. I try like last night. I think I got, even though I was at home, I think I got about 4 hours sleep. I just couldn't sleep, and then I think I suffered during the day for it. But yeah, it's. I think mental health. You guys know if you've looked at my videos. I think coming up to Christmas, it's always a sensitive time for me because I don't speak with my dad anymore for good reasons. Don't get me wrong, for healthy reasons. It's not, it's a good thing that I don't, but I guess it still just makes me miss that kind of figure, I guess, in my life. You know, but I don't want to also feel sorry for myself because I know a lot of people have, so much more problems going on, and mine isn't the biggest problem. So I'm not trying to feel sorry for myself at all. But I think this time of year just always reminds me, obviously, it's Christmas, it's families, it's everyone getting back together. And um, yeah, if you will have looked at my mental health videos going back to last year, you will know basically what I'm talking about. Um, But I think anyone who's lost contact with family who are still living, who haven't, it's not that they've passed on or anything, it's just been a decision that's had to be made. It can be very, it does carry on in your life, and you kind of learn to deal with it in a healthy way. You don't deal with it fully, but you deal with it in a healthy way. So, well, not a healthy way, or a way where you can deal with it. But I'll catch up. I'll catch up. Sorry. Oh, hi, Kaya. You're back. How are you doing? I hope I'm not keeping you. I was just saying earlier that because I'm not in work tomorrow, I can come on to live at 7 o'clock. So that might be easier as well. Whereas I was out today, whereas tomorrow I'll be home. Um, Dijan to Corey, you're really strong. I don't feel strong at the minute, but I think everybody gets to a point where they become strong, don't they? Hope you're okay. I'm okay, Kaya. Thank you, darling. That's unfortunate to hear though. Yes, I think sometimes, you have it's I think father daughter relationships are a tricky one, I think, especially if you've been kind of, if your parents haven't been together since you were born, which is my situation. And then seeing them a handful of times, my dad in that situation. And then, it's just one of those things. I think when you stop talking to somebody that's family, but it's the right thing to do, it still hurts, like even though it's not, it's a really unusual thing. And I think I'm usually fine, but I think coming up to Christmas and things like that, it just is on my mind. And also when I'm in support work, there's one person that was kind of adopted, and then the family kind of just they had to put him into like assisted living because he's got Down syndrome. But they find like over time, and since I've been there, his family kind of they'd visit and then it would stop and then it wasn't as frequent and then eventually it just stopped, and it made me feel, oh my god, I cannot be complaining, about this when this poor guy is here and he's seeing all the other people, all the other families come and see their friend, and he's kind of just there at Christmas. And at one point, guys, I think one of the service users or one of the carers brought him home for Christmas because he was the only one, so I can't feel bad for myself when I hear things like that, but it definitely does just make you aware, I guess, of people who are in your life. um Tassos, the worst thing is that even if you stop talking with someone and it's the healthiest option, it will help you heal. Your mind goes back to childhood or other happy times. And that's, I think, what is exactly is happening to me, Tassos, is that I'm going back to when I was younger, and I have a few kind of VHS videos that my stepmom had recorded of me and my younger brother, half brother, I should say. We have the same dad but different moms, but we spent time together as children, during the summers and things. And I have those now on CD. They were made onto a CD years ago, so I can just look at them, and it's crazy. I missed that. Maybe it's a healthier way to see as I missed that dad. I don't miss the dad that happened to develop over time, but maybe back then, that's the dad I kind of miss. And so that's what I think about when, big kind of celebrations like Christmas, I guess, or things happen. But I don't mean to feel sorry for myself. That's not what's happening. I think when you physically aren't well, it does kind of affect your mental health, and then it just gives you more time to think. And, so it's just about getting into a healthier routine, I think, for me anyway. But, yeah. Um, I'm going to see if there's any. I did put lip oil on, but I think I have put away the lipsticks. I think I have. Yes. I think I'm coming to the end of it, guys. I will pop on some sort of lipstick that goes with the eyes for the photos. I always put photos in the post section after the videos if you're new here. Again, there is a subscribers giveaway if you look on the channel, if you're a subscriber or if you would like to subscribe. And it's the 24 Days of Christmas Revolution Advent Calendar. I know some of you have already entered. Yeah. That'll be the 24th of November. I'll be sending that out, announcing the winner on the 24th of November and sending it out on the same day. So yeah, just gonna pop this away. I think we're almost kind of at the end, guys. Sorry if I'm not looking 100% today. I am gonna really take care of myself and try to be self-care, as they say. Just seeing if I have popped. There was a Elf Day to Night mascara, or not mascara, lip quad I had, where one was day, one to night. Wish you, hope you have a part. I don't know, but thank you for asking. Thank you. I'm usually lives Sunday, Monday, and Wednesdays, and then my videos are every week on my longer form content. But like we said, we all chatted tonight, and you can see we're all going through something. And I certainly don't want to kind of come on and make people think that I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I think you just self-reflect, I think, as you get older too, particularly if things don't go the way other friends in your life go and their families. So it just makes you kind of look at yourself as you get older. It's not something that you kind of sit and think about and want to think about, but it just happens. So yeah. Especially when you get kind of sorry, this just popped out of nowhere. This literally just popped off the. Okay, never mind. I don't know what that is. Yeah. So, and then of course, when I'm in support work, we are super busy at Christmas, super busy. So yeah, it does take your mind off it, but then you get home and then you kind of think about everything you haven't had time to think about. So yeah. Sorry guys, that literally just popped off my little vanity. But yeah, I think we're done, guys. I will definitely pop up pictures in the post section. If you do like this live, thank you for joining. And if you do like what you see in the channel, definitely consider subscribing. Again, this subscribers giveaway will be announced on the 24th of this month. We're in November, aren't we already? Yes, we are. I had to think. But yes, Tassos, I hope to chat to you again, everybody, tomorrow, and then it'll be Wednesday after that. But do you have, Tassos, did you give work a month's notice? So in my work, I have to give a month's notice if I find somewhere. So, but I guess if they're paying prepaid for you to stay, you've got time to then plan. But yes, I think it's definitely a sign for me too to not continue forever with support work, because it really does, you feel good about what you're doing, don't get me wrong, and the people I work with, the patients, they're really good people, but you definitely feel the effect after a while, particularly if you've never done it before, which I never had. So yeah, for sure. I'm just going to finish this water. I'm doing quite good today. But thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. And it's nice to always chat to you guys too, find out how you're doing. But yeah, sometimes doing the best thing in your life can also feel like the worst thing, even though it's the healthiest thing, So yeah, you just have to keep going. That's what I'm going to keep trying to do. Um, but yes, guys, I just want to say thank you to everybody joining tonight. There will be a video up tomorrow that was requested, so that'll be up tomorrow. And then again, I'll be on live tomorrow at 7 o'clock this time, UK time, guys. So a little bit earlier because I'm not in work. Thank you for everybody who joined me tonight. Do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you, Tassos, Kea, Ishk1544, and anybody else. Rachel, thank you to Rachel. I'm trying to think of everybody to thank. You're going to miss me. Well, I'll be back tomorrow at 7 UK time. But thank you, Kaya, and have a really good day at school tomorrow. And I'm so glad that you won in your sports as well. It's always a good feeling when you win in sports, isn't it? You like to celebrate. Tassos, 3 days ago, I told them Monday is going to be my last day. Okay, so that's not very long then. Yeah, I've had some friends that have, even though they've been in their jobs a couple of years, they only need like a week's notice. That's quite good, really. I prefer that personally, even though I'd have to give a month. I think I'd prefer a week. I'd prefer that for sure. Kaya, I know. Okay, Kaya. We'll have a good day tomorrow. I just want to thank everybody. Again, my social media, if anybody wants to follow me there, is all in my it's all in my bio there as well. Month, hell no. I know it is. Every job I've had, one of the jobs, Tassos, was 2 months notice. That was a hard one, believe me. That was a very difficult one. 2 months notice. So yeah, you can imagine. I would absolutely love a week. Seriously. Grey Wolf, you are a very beautiful woman. Bless you. Thank you. Well, guys, I know I've been saying I'm going to go. That's a very Irish thing, isn't it? We say bye, they say bye. An Irish thing is we say we're going to go and then we don't go for half an hour and we just keep talking. Definitely in my family, a tradition or maybe a habit. But thank you, guys. I'll say that once again. I definitely will be back tomorrow, 7 o'clock UK time, and there will be a video up tomorrow too. I'm going to go and sleep and try and sleep in a little bit tomorrow, hopefully. And see you all tomorrow. Do have a good night, the rest of your night, wherever you are, and have a good day tomorrow. And I'll see you all soon. And thank you for watching.